You know what I hate? When someone changes the lights. Let me explain what I mean. Look at this! Who changes your lights, bro? Y'all, like, this whole room used to be with like pure white light. Y'all see the light bulbs over there. Now they're like fluorescent orange light, bro. And you could just tell, like, the room just isn't the same vibe. Like, obviously, like, disregard all the stuff. Don't like, the stuff on the floor doesn't tick me off as much as like the light bulbs, bro. Who does that? So needless to say, Pops took it upon himself to do a little bit of a like craftsmanship like workshop downstairs in the basement, and took it upon himself to make this room his inventory room. So 2023 was harsh. I don't need to go into it. I look at the videos like spring cleaning, which funny enough was me like cleaning the room and now it's dirty again. And I look at those videos and I look at how bad a shape I was and how anxious I was to get out of the house and get a job right after college. And I wasn't in good shape. But now, as I said in Explorers of Boston, I have a job now. And I have my own apartment and I have my own setup. My computer's there. I have a bed there, obviously. Like a whole like little nice setup. And now I accomplished the goal of essentially having a roof over my head, having food on my table, and most importantly, being financially stable for now. But the craziest part was I realized that like, even though I accomplished like all the goals I really set up for myself during 2023, like everything that was causing me anxiety during this whole year is gone now. I no longer have to worry about those things. My basic needs are met. My brain was immediately after like the second week of work and being in my apartment, I was like, okay, now what? So I ended up making goals for myself for 2024, which I hate doing, but like this year, I feel like it's important for me not to make like a New Year's resolution, but to make like a new goal list, because I realize that at the end of the day, life really don't care. Life doesn't care if you're looking for a job or if you already have the job, or if you have friends or if you don't have friends, or if you have like, if you're in a relationship or you're not in a relationship. Life does not discriminate. It's gonna keep throwing heat at you and keep throwing obstacles your way, regardless of whether you like it or not. And at the end of the day, you gotta adapt to that situation. And having goals, not plans, but goals for your life are important. So there's basically 4 goals that I want to achieve for 2024. Let's start off with YouTube because that's the most important one for you guys. So far, with the 2 or so, maybe 3 or so years that I've been doing this iteration of YouTube, I think that I've gotten a lot better when it comes to storytelling, when it comes to editing, when it comes to like writing a joke or writing a script. I feel like I've definitely gotten better year by year. However, something that I haven't done is post consistently. I've noticed like on average, give or take, I post about like 6 videos like a month. And that's also like including the videos that aren't necessarily story times, they're more like updates, which for me isn't good. So my goal for 2024 is I want to post a video every month. And I really want to get back to my roots. I enjoy the way that I tell my stories and make YouTube videos at this point, but I can't deny that the way that I make YouTube videos right now is very, very, very time consuming. I have to go in, think of an idea, then I have to write the script, then I have to actually act out the script that I wrote, then I have to go edit the footage of me acting the script, and then after that I have to do a quality check, make sure that the audio is all good, make sure that the story makes sense and that it's fluid, and make sure that there weren't any parts that I missed, and then I go out and I publish it, which again takes too much time. Because at the end of the day, YouTube is not complicated. All you really have to do is just talk about how you feel, and like one person, just like one person is gonna relate to that, at least in my opinion. Because if you're honest and you got something to say, at least one person is gonna resonate with that message in their heart. So that's my goal. I intend for this video to be the start for 2024. So the next video I'll be posting is gonna be in February. Goal number 2, physical health. I have neglected my physical health probably since my sophomore year of college. And that was mainly because I got injured and also because school just got so strenuous that I needed to prioritize school over my physical health. So that means I haven't been doing cardio, I haven't been going to the gym for essentially like 3-ish years. Recently, when I started my job, I was able to go back to the gym, and my plan is to just continue that effort. By like May or June of 2024, I'd like to be at 170 pounds. Right now I'm 186. When I left for my job, I was originally 191, so we're on a right track. I don't know if I'm necessarily gonna post an update video about that. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but that's like a personal goal for me. Just get more healthy. Goal number 3, basic needs. So I would say at this point, my needs are met when it comes to like the basic needs. So what I mean by that is like shelter, food, water, things of that nature. And I'll show you guys a little bit more of where I'm living at my new place. I'm currently still at like my folks' place right now, but I have an apartment. I'm gonna be able to show you guys that later on down the line. But the main thing is I have to work to protect that. It's not enough for me to just go to work and then come home. I need to continue, like, the word isn't necessarily grinding. I feel like in college, you know, regardless of what your major is, it's kind of like a toxic environment. And what I mean by that is it's like, and I guess it also like depends like university to university, but the main goal isn't necessarily for you to learn, at least not always. The main goal for you is to get a good grade and a good passing grade. For some people, because they have to like maintain a certain GPA, for others, what may have you. But the main goal, at least in my experience, was always to get a good grade. Whereas now that I've graduated to university, I'm actually just working 9 to 5, I'm actually able to work on projects that A, I enjoy, B, that I'm not stressed out on to get a good grade, and C, that I could use to further develop my skills. And if I'm further developing my skills, I'm gonna be able to further protect my basic needs because I'm gonna be even more valuable like as a person. And then last, but certainly not least, social aspect need stuff. My apartment is nice and there's a cat that walks around my apartment complex that I'm gonna make a video about eventually. But the fact of the matter is I live alone. And you know, I do get along with my coworkers, don't get me wrong, but I kind of stay to myself when I get home from work. And the main thing is because like right now, like job's not finished at the end of the day. I got YouTube videos to make. I'm gonna talk about this a little bit later, but I'm trying to get better at Valorant. Just bought a monitor and I'm doing like even more stuff with that. I'm trying to go to the gym. I'm trying to do all of these things and I'm not satisfied yet, and I'm not at the point in my life where I feel like I can calm down. I feel like, you know, I got a job now, but I feel like I just at the tip of the iceberg, man. Like I haven't even like hit my like full stride yet. So I gotta keep working. But with that being said, I still gotta like talk to people, you know what I'm saying? I still gotta like have a social life. As much as like grinding is important, if you're just always on like work, you're not gonna be able to just like, at least for me, when I'm having a rough day, talking to somebody makes my day better. So I need to prioritize that. So the way that I'm going about that right now is I made a team for Premiere for Valorant. Hopefully I can talk about that in the future as well, but that's how I'm socializing, at least for right now. And then my last goal, which isn't really a goal for 2024, it's more of a goal for 2025, is I gotta find a niche. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't plan on ever getting rid of this channel, but this channel is very abstract. If you look at the bio of this channel, what does it say? I make videos about anything really, which is true about me. I like to do a lot of things. Like 1 minute I'm reading Percy Jackson, the next minute I'm playing Pokemon, the next minute like I'm going out and exploring like different states. I want to get to a point where I get to travel Europe and Asia Pacific as well, but I do a lot of things. But with YouTube, only a certain handful of people can make videos about damn near anything and pull a lot of views. And for clarification's sake, I don't think that views are everything, but I do think that views are important. However, if you focus on a specific niche and something that you enjoy doing, you're gonna be able to pull a greater audience because they're gonna be like, oh, okay, Alex is gonna make a video about this. Okay, I know when Alex's video comes out, I gotta watch it because it's gonna be about this. It's kind of the same way like when you go to like Panera, or maybe you go to like Chipotle or McDonald's or something. Yeah, like they're not the most exquisite places in the world, but you know, like when you go to Mickey D's, you can always get some nuggets. When you go to Panera, you can always get a flatbread. When you go to Chipotle, you can always get a burrito. It's the familiarity of these places and the abundance of these places, which in my opinion is the reason why you keep coming back, not because the food is like 10 out of 10. So that's a goal for me later on. 2024, I want to be a lot more consistent with my videos, but with 2025, I think I want to make a second channel and have that second channel only be about a specific niche so that I can bring in a greater audience and just get better. And one last thing, is Gen 5 actually underrated? Part 2, aka the Pokemon video, is in the works right now. Contrary to what you're seeing here, I've already filmed it. Everything is filmed. I already wrote the script too, obviously. So at this point right now, all I need to do is edit it. Easier said than done. That video is a pain to edit. I would say that I'm like 20% done editing the video, and even though it's like at 20% and like, you know, like progress is being made, it feels like I'm pushing a rock uphill. Like it's fun, don't get me wrong, and it's like motivating and it's fulfilling, but it's also just really difficult because I want to get it out to you guys as soon as possible. But at the same time, I want to make sure when y'all watch it, it's gonna be the best product possible for y'all. So my hope is, in addition to me hitting that weight for June/May, I want to get the Pokemon video done by June as well. And that's all I got. Happy holidays. I'll see you on the next one.